Alright guys, I got a 2003 Honda Civic EX in fabulous condition with only 150,000. Starter car for my kid. As you can see, everything's cherry. The only problem we've had on this car is the hood latch keeps jamming. And when you're pulling on the cable inside of the car, the latch isn't releasing. Even if you bump on the hood, wobble it, whatever the case may be, it doesn't let go of the latch on the hood. It's staying latched and hooked around this guy. So you have two mechanisms in here. You have the easy hood latch release, which you can tell this one is just about to break off. Then you have the actual lock mechanism, which is this part. As you can see, when the hood latch comes down, it comes right down into here, and then it slides into this little area. This thing will flip over and lock it into place. So even if you hit this, it's not gonna unlock until you release this hood latch right here. So that is what this is right here. I actually bought a new latch. You can see that hole right in the center is where the latch from your hood would be. And unless you can release that lock, it doesn't matter if you hit this part up, which is the easy hood release, this one. And it's hard to do this one-handed, so excuse me, but your hood's still gonna stay locked because that latch isn't unlocking. When the cable gets worn out and stretched, normally what will happen is when you're pulling, it's not pulling the spring back far enough to release that lock, thus not allowing your latch to release, period. So the only way I figured out how to get through this, and I had to go under the car, is I jacked the car up, put on some jack stands, as you can see, and then keep your jack under there for extra support. I had to go under there, and lucky me, I have these tools here, which you guys may not have. As you can see down here, these are dent pulling tools, and they look like this. They have little notches on it, or little bends on it, and that's what we use to push dents out. Well, what I did, see this latch will, this latch will sit right in here. It'll drop down in there. Well, you can't get to it through here. It doesn't matter where you go, and if the hood's shut, it doesn't matter if you're trying to come in through here, you're not going to get in there enough to wobble it around to be able to unlock it. So what you have to do is jack up the car, and I used these rods to go up next to the motor and up to the back of the latch, going inside of this area. As you can see, when this sits like this, I'll turn it around slowly so you don't lose track of how it sits so you can understand. I'm going up under the hood, and I'm pushing on that little latch and releasing it. Now, as you can see, when it comes back here, this is gonna push, bam, releases that. Now you can just lift up your hood latch, release, and the whole hood comes up. Sometimes though, even when you're pushing on this mechanism, like this, from behind, it won't unlock. So what you need to do is you get two of these. You get one of these like this, and let me find my other one here so I can show you, because I've used two. I used two for this one. So what I did is I went and I put this hook over the cable, and as I was pulling down on the cable, which was coming right into the side of this latch, I just kind of hooked this on there. I also came in through here and pushed that little button at the same time. So actually your cable is going to be coming out of this side, so you're going to hook onto that and pull on that cable while you're going in here and pushing that latch up. Once you push that latch up right there, as you can see, with the spring, this mechanism right here, it releases that. That's the only thing that's keeping you guys from being able to unlock your hood. You can probably do that with many of vehicles. Some vehicles aren't going to have open access to get in there. You're just going to have to investigate. And if you happen to have a vehicle where you can get in like that, it'll keep you from having to cut, drill holes, or do anything else. You can simply just make these rods out of some metal rods that you find laying around the house or at a scrapyard. You don't have to have dent pulling tools, but if you don't have one of those and you want to order a couple, you can get probably two of them for 10 bucks on Amazon, second day shipping. If you got a couple days to wait to unlock your hood. But yeah, I'll give you one more close up of this. This is the latch. You have your first hood release and your second lock that latches onto the hood latch and won't let the hood release until you come under it with that and push the button and pull on the cable with your other hook rod at the same time. Remember, when you go inside of here, your rod's gonna come up in there and it's gonna just push on this latch right here. And at the same time, you're jerking down the cable, and that's pulling the latch as far back as it'll go, releasing this locking mechanism. And that's the whole reason why your hood won't unlock to begin with. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not any type of crazy engineer or anything. I just did some research, looked at it, and came up with an idea, and this is what I figured out. As you can see, the hood is now open. I have my new latch, and I have my new cable. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this, so that way my daughter's new car doesn't cause any issues. If the battery dies and you can't pop the hood, what do you do? Anyways, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.